In today's video, I'm going to be showing you how you can find great KDP niches for low content and no content books on Amazon KDP. Hello, my name's Ben McQueenie, and if you haven't been to this channel before, I make videos on how you can make a great passive income publishing low content and no content books on Amazon KDP. And if that sounds like something you like the sound of, then please subscribe to my channel, leave me a like and hit that notification bell. Now, it's taken me a few videos to get around to this, but this video is basically going to show you one of the great advantages to BookBolt and how it's my new go-to piece of software for finding niches for low content and no content books. And I'm going to show you how easy it is to use and how effective it is to find these sorts of niches. So let's check it out. Okay, so this is the BookBolt dashboard, and there's lots of different things here that you can go through, but the one that we're going to be looking at today is the cloud feature, which is this one right here. So let's click on there, and when we're looking for niches, what we can do is we can select this little bar here and we can look for top 100 to top 500. Okay, so just for the sake of this video, let's put in top let's put top 500 just for completeness. Okay, and then underneath we can select BSR range. Okay, so that's the bestseller rank, and we need it to be kind of around the 300 and below, so that we know that the low content books that are going to pop up are the ones that are currently selling and doing well. Okay, so it will indicate that it's a good niche. Now, this box down here is great because you can put in specific words. So, let's say like a lion notebook, for instance. Or whatever, you can put whatever you want in there, blah, 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 blah. Okay, right, so, and then it'll just bring up, books related to that. Now, this one is the price range. Now, usually I look for things from around $6, but let's just, for the sake, while we're looking here, we'll do from 0 to around 13. And these are the different low content books that it does. Yeah, and as you can see, it's all of them here. All the different types, you know what I mean? Trackers, sketchbooks, notebooks, planners. And I think we will pick for here, let's just pick logbook. Okay, so let's run that and let's see what we get. Now, the way that we can use this to find niches is going to throw up all the best selling books, logbooks on that BookBolt is finding off Amazon. Okay, so now that it's come up, we can have a scroll around here, and as you can see, you've got the usual ones, the things like what the F is my password and all this kind of stuff, the password logbooks and stuff. But what you want to do, if you look here, there's a particular drop down here where you can actually look at keywords and gives you averages, for particular logbooks in general, sort of thing. Sometimes can be useful, so certainly have a look at that if you are interested. Okay, when you get onto the dashboard. Okay, but if we have a look down here, what we're wanting to do is we're wanting to scroll down here. Yeah, all these different types of books. You've got accounting ledgers and things like that, but we're wanting to have a look at the dates. And I always look at things that have been published recently that are doing really well, okay? And the second thing I look at is the prices. So we want the prices of these books that are doing well to be quite high, okay? Because obviously we'll make more royalties that way, okay? So if we flick through here, you've got kind of these kind of, workout books and things like that, that lots of people are doing. Now, the trick is to go down this list, yeah, on whichever particular one that you're looking for, and look for a book that's just a bit peculiar that you haven't really thought of or you've never discovered before, right? And look at, the price and look at how, when it was published, okay? So I'm sure if we go down here, we'll end up bumping into one at some point. Is this one here? So that's just a blood pressure book, but you can see it's just kind of like fairly recent, but it's got a low price. We don't want that really. So let's just flick. Oh, so what's this here? Okay, so this is a church membership book. Okay, $7.99. Okay, very good. And it was published last year, so it's fairly recent. Now, I didn't really think there was a kind of a book like that, which is exactly what I'm talking about. So it's given me an idea. Church membership record book. Okay, now if you press the heart button, you can put it in your likes, so you can save it for later and have a look later on. And I've got a few there that I've done in the past. You can add that to your favourites if you wanted to do that. Okay, but just for the purposes of this video, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to grab the name, yeah, and I'm going to put it into a separate spreadsheet. Okay, and I'm going to do maybe 3 or 4 examples here just to kind of show you how great this book bolt is. Okay, so let me just pop up to this spreadsheet. So the book that we've got there then is the church membership record book. Now, I didn't think that was a thing. Impressive. Okay, so let's see if we can find some others. Perhaps we should put the price in so we know what the kind of price is. So $7.99. So that's going to give us a decent royalty. We'll have to have a look at how many pages it is later on, though. Okay, so let's go down. Okay, let's see if we can find another one. So again, these are just kind of the run-of-the-mill ones that kind of everybody's doing. We're looking for really strange ones, you know, that you would sort of think, well, what even is that? Because those are the ones that, if they're selling well, yeah, they obviously are a niche for somebody. Do you see what I'm saying? So as we're going down here, I can just see a lot of kind of books that are, you know, being done millions of times and stuff like that. And to be fair, I've got a few of them myself out there. Yeah, so we're just scrolling down here. And remember, there's 500 we're going to look through here, but we're not going to look through 500. We're just going to do a few, okay? So, you know, we can see the kind of gardening books and, you know, lawn care sort of thing. You know, it's not really giving me much excitement, really. As you can see here, what's that there? So that's fairly recent. $8.99. And that there is an ELD. What the hell is that? That's an interesting one, isn't it? ELD backup driver logbook. An ELD backup driver logbook. I don't even know what that is. See, and this is the point I'm making, is that that's just a logbook, but it's very specific. It's going for $8.99, which is really good, and it's got a good BSR. So so that's the second one. So we've got another one there. So let's keep going and see if we can find some more as we go down. And you know, let's have a look at this here. That's kind of $7.99. Yes, maybe no. No, let's keep going. We can find better ones as we go down here. Let's have a look. What's that? That's an interesting one. See, I'm supposed to be providing a voiceover here, but I'm just getting drawn in by all the different all the different books that the variety that book bolt, you know, throws up here. And you can really kind of pick out the ones, and it gives you lots of ideas as you're going through it. It's really a great tool to use. So, you know, mileage logbooks. Everyone's done a mileage logbook, I'm fairly sure. Anyone who does low content books, in the first 10 books, usually does a mileage logbook. This is the journey that we all go on. You know, and actually I do sell quite a few mileage logbooks, so, you know, I shouldn't take the P too much. Let's see if we can find another one here. That's an interesting one. What's that there? It's an interesting cover. Octopus on the cover. Octobook. Oh, hello. What's this here? Softball scorebook. Softball scorebook. It's fairly recent. It's selling for quite low. What's $6.99? And I think that could be a contender as well. Softball scorebook. Now, for someone who's in the UK, you know, softball isn't really a thing over here. It's, you know, it's more of a thing in, I guess, in the States. So let's put that on softball scorebook. Let's type that in there. Fantastic. Should we do one more? Let's do one more. So I think we'll limit the range a little bit. Let's do books with a bit higher value rather than from 0 to 13. I think that's what we started with. Let's put it up to, let's go right to the top, and let's put that to a little bit higher, to 7 to 13. Okay, let's run that. Let's see what we get this time, and it'll just narrow the range down, because we want really books that are selling, you know, higher than kind of $6.99, $7.99, $8.99 are the ones that you want really, because you get a better royalty per sale. Okay, so if we just go down here and we can see, let's have a look here. Any more? What's this one here? Oh, this could be a potential contender. How much is this one? $7.99. And this is a contract form. It's interesting. So what's that? This must be like, you know, for like agreements, residential property agreements. Okay, so what's that actual keyword then? So rental contract book. Okay. And rental contract form. So what is it? Kind of, there's a few keywords in that title which we could probably have a look at. And when you're going through this, you probably want to have a look at what the main keyword is, and then what else they've put into the subtitle, because they're obviously going to be relevant keywords, which they've probably done the research on and realised that those keywords are good as well. So, you know, off the back of this one, we can also put residential agreement. What does it say? Residential agreement, residential housing agreement, logbook. Okay. So now that we've got our kind of so these are the only ones that we're going to do for this video. So we've got kind of a good 4 or 5 there. We've got the kind of the value, so they're all kind of making good royalties. So go over to Amazon then, and as you can see, there's only a small amount of results for this particular keyword. So as we know that it's selling quite well. I mean, this is the sponsored. This is the sponsored bit. Okay, so we want to go down and see where it's ranking organically. And here we go. Oh, look at this. Look, it's number 1 on this particular keyword. But there's only, you know, 180 or so searches on this particular keyword. So let's have a look at how this book is built. Let's have a look at what this church membership record book, how it's built. So we can pull it down, and it's probably got some A+ content to show people what's inside. Let's give it a second to load up. Okay, because you can see that. Look at that. It's literally very simple logbook. It's a very simple logbook that's doing very well. It's a very good niche. Very good niche, that. So the actual keyword then is church membership record book. It's got a score of 182, and look at that, it's only got 100 pages. So, you know, that's pretty good. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to highlight that as green. That's a contender, which I would really consider making a book with that title around the same price in the same way. Just obviously make a nicer book cover and so on. So the next one then is the ELD backup driver logbook. And again, look at that. Wow. Not very many competitors. What is an ELD? Who knows? Yeah, so, you know, it's just 380 or so competitors on this keyword. And, you know, let's find it organically. Look at some of these prices. Wow. So let's just find this organically. It's probably down here somewhere. Let me find it. Which one? What am I actually looking for? Oh, right, okay, it's that one, isn't it? With the yellow and blue. Yeah, it's that one. Let's see if we can find it down here. It should be popping up. Oh, there it is. Boom. So this is $8.99. It's got a good bestsellers rank, so it's selling well. And let's have a look at how this thing's built. ELD backup driver. So you'd find out what all that is. Again, low amount of page. Well, this is a few more pages, but let's have a look how this is built. Oh, look at that. It's literally just the same page over and over again. Driver's logbook. Amazing. Amazing. Look at that daily driver log, and it's just the miles and bits and bobs. It's got a few graphics in, dead easy. So yeah, that's the keyword, 380, that's green as well. So it's just the first two I've done there with BookBolt, and I've got two fantastic niches for you to have a go at. So this next one then is the softball scorebook. Again, look at that. What? This is amazing. So what's that, 270, 280, I'd say. And let's find this. It'll be on this page somewhere. Just follow it down until we find it. It's the one with the yellow cover. Did it have a red typeface? I can't remember specifically. I'll know it when I see it. There it is there. Softball scorebook. Okay, so this is $6.99. Should we have a look at how this is built? I'm presuming it's fairly basic. So if we just have a click onto it, let's have a look. Oh look, there's a look inside feature on that one. So that's, you could actually look inside if you wanted to. But again, low amount of pages. Pull it down. Let's see if it, first off, from the publisher, it'll have some A+ content. Look at that. It's just that page, 120 of those pages. You know, and that's doing really well as well. With a low amount of competitors for the keyword, 279. Boom, that is another green. So, whoa, 3 perfect niches there that you could have a go of and do well in potentially. So look at this. Let's go for the next one then. So rental contract form. Again, look at this. A low amount of results for this particular keyword. And, you know, you've got the kind of residential lease forms and things like that. And there it is there. Let's click on and see how it's built. It's literally just a form. But the problem with this, let's have a look. So it's got a hardback as well. So they're doing well on the hardbacks as well. So let's have a look down here. See if we can have a look inside. See, we can't actually see what's inside the book. There's no A+ content. So if you did a book in this niche, yeah, and you had A+ content so they could actually see what was inside, you're going to beat this book, so people can see inside what they're buying, you see. So I'm absolutely shocked at that. So look at that. I won't bother doing the last one, but this is like, you know, crazy. So you've got 4 absolutely fantastic niches there. So it's simple really. If you're into low content and no content publishing, consider getting BookBolt. It's pretty good. So as you can see, BookBolt is incredibly effective for finding niches for low content and no content books. And you can subscribe to it per month for less than a cost of 2 beers, which, between me and you, is a pretty good thing. Also, if you use my link below and put in my promo code, you can get 20% off your monthly subscription, so it's even cheaper. Now, if you have a look at this video, I think that you would enjoy it too. So why don't you go and have a look at that as well? And until next time, bye!